I'm Karen. Oh, I'm not on yet. Hi, guys. Welcome to Gentle Yoga at 6 o'clock. We have a few minutes, but I want to see if I can post this to my private page. So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope everyone's doing good today and got outside. There was a little bit of sun today, and that was nice. Okay. So my technical aptitude is not very high, but I figured something out, so yay. So I'm just sharing to my Facebook page. Cool. So my music was a little loud last week, so I hopefully have it a little lower so you can hear me this week. And other than that, I think it was okay. So I like to work with the chakras, and we've done the heart chakra class, and maybe next week we can do a solar plexus chakra class. I was just using my turquoise on my throat chakra for communication so that I can teach a good class that's understood for everybody. And then I also like to start with an intention for yoga practice. And the intention can turn into a mantra throughout your practice, our practice, that might bring our attention back to what we're doing if our mind starts to wander. So I picked out my intention for tonight is I choose the best for myself always. So I thought about that. I choose the best for myself always. So whether that's in yoga practice tonight, if something might not feel right or too challenging or don't like it, I choose the best for myself and maybe just take a pause and then move on when I move on. But we also can apply that to our choices in our life, in our daily life. Make the best choices for ourselves. Maybe that, I guess it could sound selfish, but we have to choose the best for ourselves before we can really love other people and have other people in our lives. So that's going to be my intention for tonight. And we can get started. I'm going to get started in a seated position. I use a block. Now you can use a blanket or a towel. If you use a towel or a blanket, you could just fold it up and sit on it. I like my block, but you can use it whatever. So what it does is it brings my hips higher than my knees, and it helps me to create this posture, that long posture and long neck, head reaching towards the ceiling. And find that comfortable position, shoulders back and down. And let's begin to focus on our breath as we inhale deeply and exhale. Let's do that a few more times, really focusing on our breath. Just bringing ourselves into the present moment, into our practice. Knowing we're going to have a nice gentle practice tonight, honoring our body, letting go of judgment, expectations, or competition, and just going with the flow. Good, and we're going to gently roll the shoulders back. And then roll them forward. I'm going to move up a little bit. Nice gentle roll and release. We're going to do a gentle twist. Let's bring our arms out, shoulder length. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand to left knee and our left arm behind us. Inhale and exhale, look to the left or towards the back of the room for a nice gentle twist. And let's bring it back, arms to shoulder length. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand, right knee, right arm behind us. Inhale. Exhale, turning our head towards the right side of the room. Nice gentle twist here. And bring it back to center. And release our left arm down to our left. Maybe you are on your fingertips like I am because I'm up on this block. And we're going to inhale our right arm up and then gently come over. So we're going to press our right hip, keep that right hip down and grounded as we reach with our right arm. Our bicep is right at our ear. Feeling a nice lengthening of our right side of our body. And then bringing it over to the other side. Right arm down, left arm comes up and over. Keeping that left hip grounded, seated. Reaching, opening up that left side. Breathing into that stretch. Let's do a little bit of a flow here. Left side down, right arm up. Other side, a couple times. Just feel a nice gentle flow. Once more here, once more on the other side. And back up. So sometimes we have wrist issues when we come into our down dog positions or places where we're pressing onto our hands. So let's loosen up our wrists by putting the back of our hands together and then rolling, keeping the wrists together. A little tricky at first, but just thinking about keeping the wrists together and rolling. Let me turn my volume off. And then you can roll the other way, opposite way. So then it would be that. No, this way. No, this way. A couple more. And release. So let's begin. We'll remove a towel or block or whatever you have there. We're going to come into our cat-cow. So coming into tabletop. In tabletop, our feet are flat on the floor. Our hips are aligned with our knees. And we have shoulders, elbows, wrists that are stacked. Our elbows can be gently bent a little bit here. And then we're going to inhale, bring our head up, keeping our shoulders open. and tilt the tailbone up for inhaling into cow. And then exhale, pressing our spine to the ceiling, chin to the chest, and tilt the tailbone down. So this is your cat position. And then you're going to follow your own breath here as we exhale into cat, inhale into cow. And just engage that core as you bring it up into cat, pressing the spine to the ceiling. Engage as we come into cow. A couple more. Following your breath. Everyone's breath will be in a different place, so everybody will look different in this movement. And we're going to press back into child's pose. So our big toes come together and we release our hips back over our legs. Our knees can be far apart or closer. It depends on what's comfortable for you. And then releasing our third eye, our forehead to the floor or onto our double fists or onto a block. Just finding child's pose. Double breath. And gently, let's bring it back up. And we'll come into balancing. We're going to bring our left leg out. Our foot is flexed, toes down, and our right arm forward. Inhale as we open up. Exhale as we come down. Opposite side. So here, what we want to think about, again, flexing the foot, pointing the toes down. And the breath, we're inhaling as we open up, exhaling as we come back down. And then also keeping those hips parallel to the floor. So a tendency to crank the leg up, but we want to think about our hips parallel to the floor, giving it more of a challenge that way. You can also just do your legs or just your arms here for spinal balance. And then let's press back into our child's pose again for a couple of breaths. Always focusing on our breath in all of our postures. So if we're doing something and we lose our breath, we start to hold our breath or we start panting, we want to come out of that position, take a break, and then resume back in when we feel we can continue breathing. It's about our breath. So this, our mini series, a little challenging, a lot of upper body strength here. So come into kneeling plank. Kneeling plank, we're going to see the knees are down, the feet are flat, and our shoulders are just past our wrists. We're engaged at the core, and we're going to exhale as we come down, and this is crocodile. And then we're going to come all the way down to cobra, low cobra. Our hands come up and our toes come up for cobra. Our chest is up. Release hands down and press back into our child. So we can do that again. So we inhale into kneeling plank. So here comes that challenging part, a lot of upper body strength. Exhale. Our elbows are going to bend and they're going to stay into our ribs. Now, coming all the way to the floor. So you may come directly down to the floor, and that's okay. I'm going to inhale into cobra, and then exhale back into child. We'll do one more of these. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, our cobra, shoulders back, chest up. Exhale, back into child. You take a few breaths here. And think if you have it. So our next flow, we're going to move into downward facing dog from our child's pose. So from child's pose, we're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to anchor the hands and press up into downward facing dog. Alternating our heels. We can bend our knees a lot here. So if you have tight hamstrings like I do, you can start out with our knees really bent. We rotate our biceps so our shoulders open, and we press away from the floor and come into that upside down V. So let's walk it out, and know that if you get fatigued, you can put your knees down, take a break, and then press back up. So here we're just breathing. We're not moving, breathing with our flow, with our movement. We're just keeping a nice breath here. And then we're going to come into our lunge position. So we're going to take our right leg and bring it forward between our hands. If we want to lower our left knee to modify, we can do that. Or we can come all the way up into our lunge position. So we have our right knee over our right ankle. Let me turn on this way. Right knee is over our right ankle, and our left heel is reaching towards the floor, which straightens that left leg. So our hips are facing forward. Bring our hands to heart center. Inhale deeply. Exhale, arms up, cactus arms. So we're thinking about bringing those shoulder blades together, opening our heart chakra here. Bring our pinkies towards each other. And maybe even if you want, picking up our right heel to bring some balance here, some challenging balancing. Take several breaths here. Engaging the core always helps with balance. And then releasing the heel and bringing our hands back to heart center. We're going to come into weird twist. So that's going to be our left arm forward and our right arm behind us. So we're turning our shoulders and our chest towards the right side of the room, but we're still keeping those legs in the same position, lunge position. Again, you can be on your left knee here. Bringing it back to heart center. Let's go ahead and just bring our left leg up. Take a breath. And then we're going to go right leg back into our lunge position. So here again, if you want to modify, you can bring your right knee down. Bringing your right heel pressing towards the floor. Left knee is over our left ankle. Engage the core. Inhale deeply. Exhale, arms up. And cactus arms. Bringing those pinkies towards each other. Pressing that right heel towards the floor, straightening the right leg. Picking up the left heel if we choose to do that today. Focusing on our breath. Choosing what is good for myself always, right? Our mantra. Is this good for me? No, maybe not. Maybe I don't find that picking up that left heel is good for me tonight. Bringing our hands back to heart center. Coming into weird twist. Right arm forward and our left arm comes back, opening up to the left side. Nice twist. Breathing into it. keeping our attention on our leg, pressing our heel to the floor, keeping our knee over our ankle, over our left leg. And bringing it back to heart center. Bring that right leg up and shake it out. Coming into a 5-pointed star, or just call it star. We're going to do a bit of a squat as we come down for moonflowers, elbows down, bending those knees. Inhale as we press up, really engage your legs. Engage as we come down. So the degree to how much you want to engage your muscles, that's all up to you. You can press and engage as you go up and engage as we come down. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to come into sunflowers. So we inhale up. Now we're going to exhale and scoop and come up. Couple more of these. And all the way up and release and shake that out. Let's come into our balancing tree. So for our balancing today, we'll do tree. There's a lot of different balancing postures, poses, but we'll do tree. Come into Tadasana, standing mountain. Find your breath, shoulders back and down. Really planting our feet into the earth, feeling grounded, feeling as if we could have roots from our feet into the earth, deep, deep, grounding us, pressing the heels into the floor, pressing the balls of the feet into the floor, finding our breath, nice deep controlled breathing. And we'll begin with the right foot. We're going to give it a kickstand. This can be your tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. That left foot is still grounded in the earth. And our right foot is kickstand, and we can stay right here. Or we can bring it up. We first want to find a place to focus on. I'm looking at a horseshoe, focusing on that horseshoe, focusing on engaging my core, and then bringing that leg up, if I choose to my calf. You can bring it up to your thigh. We would avoid the knee area. And if we come out of our tree, we just go right back into it. And if you want to come into your full expression of tree, we bring our arms out for tree. Balancing tree. Again, if we come out of this, we just go right back in, or you choose to just shake it out and wait to go to the other side. Couple more breaths if we're here. Nice focus on that spot, engaging of the core. Maybe pressing that right foot into the left calf or left leg. And if it's not challenging enough, then maybe close your eyes. And release. Feel that in the left hip. Move it out. Let's go to the other side. Again, finding that focal point, rooting that right foot into the earth. Hands to heart center. It's probably even a little bit easier doing it on a flat surface instead of the mat. less challenging, I mean. So finding that focal point, bringing our foot up from a kickstand to wherever we're comfortable, and then coming all the way into our tree position. Again, engaging the core, focusing on that one spot, breathing, recognizing that there may be a difference from one side to the other, just the way it is. Just accept it, recognize it, accept it, move on. It's not a big deal. It's just our bodies today, how they're acting. That can change from practice to practice as well. Our body's abilities. And bringing our hands to heart center and shaking it out. Good job for tree. So let's come down to the floor. Do a nice twist before we go all the way down. Bring our right leg out and bring our left leg up and over. Bring our right arm up and come on around so that right elbow on the outside of the left knee, and turn the body towards the left, turning as far as you can on your exhale. You can always also just hold the knee and turn. Inhale and exhale. Couple breath here. And coming back. Let's go to the other side. Right foot up and over our left leg. Our right arm behind us as our left arm comes up and goes to the outside of the right leg. And beginning to do your twist. Again, you can just bring your hand on the knee around the leg. And you can bring that whole arm on the outside. So I notice a difference from side to side with this pose. One side a little more challenging than the other. And maybe that'll be different tomorrow. But recognizing it and then just moving on. Couple more. Taking advantage of all of our twists with our nice deep breath. Coming back to center. So let's take it down. Hands behind the knees. And slowly bring it down. Bring the knees into the chest. And go ahead and do a little rock here. A little lower back massage. Maybe come back to center and just take the knees and circle. And then go the opposite way. And we're going to come into our bridge pose. So our feet are flat. Our heels are as close to our bottom as is possible, as is comfortable for us today. Our knees are hips width apart, and our arms are along the side of our body. I'm going to inhale deeply and exhale the hips up to the ceiling. And we're going to hold. If you want to walk the shoulders together and clasp your hands under the body, that is an option. We're pressing our feet into the floor. We're engaging those glutes, pressing hips to the ceiling, and breathing. So if we find this challenging, or any of our posture challenging, we want to make sure we're breathing through it. Couple more breath as we press the hips to the ceiling. You can do it. Couple more breath. You've got it. Release the hands first and slowly Bring it down. Bring the knees back in to release the back. Gentle rock. So one of my favorite postures is feet up the wall. So obviously I'm not up against the wall, but you can put your legs straight up, feet flat, and you can hold at the back of your thighs here, or you can be up on a block or up against the wall with a towel under your bottom, under your lower hips. And this is good for cooling down, having the energy releasing. Also said to be anti-aging. It just feels good. It's good to do before you go to bed. It's good to do after you practice. It's good to do if you're anxious. Relieve some anxiety. And then let's go ahead and release feet flat, keeping those knees bent. We're going to take our arms out to the side like a T. We're going to bring right leg up and over. We're going to cross our knees and then release the legs. Let them float to the left side of our body. And we're going to turn our head to the right for a big twist. And breathing. Nice deep breath here. Really feel that twist all along our core, midsection, and engaging as we come up. Let's go ahead and reverse. So right or left leg over right. Release the legs to the right and turning our head to the left for twist on the opposite side. Again, breathing into that nice big twist, deep twist here. And engaging the core as we come back up. And we're going to come into final relaxation or Shavasana. So we release our body all the way to the floor. We can put our feet together in a butterfly if that's more comfortable. But the point is to release into this relaxed position as our body accepts our yoga practice and it absorbs our practice for the evening. And just find a few minutes there as I talk to you. Just releasing and relaxing the shoulders. Maybe thinking about the muscles in our face, relaxing the jaw. Maybe even relaxing those muscles around the eyes. Feeling the weight of our torso on the mat and on the floor, knowing that that surface under us will support us and we can really relax that body. Finding our legs relaxed. Feeling our stomach rise and lower as we inhale and exhale. Finding that comfortable breath in our Shavasana. Feeling gratitude for taking the time to do this practice for ourselves tonight. Even if you just listen to it, you will benefit from the energy from this practice. And maybe using the mantra I use tonight, I choose the best for myself always. As my intention, using it as a mantra, I choose the best for myself always. I choose the best for myself always. I choose the best for myself always. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and your toes. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last hug. And roll to your side, and then find your way to a seated position with me. Join me here in a seated position. And we'll close as we inhale one last time all the way up. And exhale to heart center and close with namaste. So thanks, guys. I will see you again next time. Please check out Recovery Facebook page for information on other activities and events and some awesome stuff that you can participate in. And also for reaching out if you'd like to speak to a peer. There's phone numbers and connections, ways to connect there on the Recovery Facebook page. And I hope to see you again. Bye.